Lot of
Hi,
things.
hi, everybody. Happy Star Trek Tuesday. Can you believe it? You made it all the way to Tuesday. It's time for the main
Oh.
viewer, and this is a live show. If you don't believe us, if it's live, ask a question. Ask us a question in the live chat that you think we would never dare to answer.
Oh my.
I know. I'm
Blunt
already, actually,
AFers.
I want to retract that, but it's live, so we can't edit out. Uh, no. Okay, so we got so much stuff to talk about, everybody. So much big news. Not the least of which being, hey, I don't know if you guys know, but we're Canadian friendly around here, especially when it comes to Jenny R. Johnson, one Trek fan, our pals in the live chat, and William Shatner, who might be coming back to
Yeah.
This
Star Trek. Is
guy.
that a real thing? Is that even
What?
possible?
What?
Or is it going to be that guy pretending to be Shatner, like in that thing,
In
Oh, Sam Witwer.
unification.
Unification?
Yeah.
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 That guy in that thing.
Shouldn't it be called like Unification 3? Because there's the TNG episode Unification 1 and
Right?
2.
It was unification and then like the start date number. Oh no, it's complicated. It's
Right.
complicated. It's
Oh, then never
complicated.
mind. I don't like complicated.
Complicated.
Ugh. I'm like Avril Lavigne.
Nice.
Thank you.
Chaos must be so
Uh,
complicated.
so
I
much other
just
great
want.
stuff in the news. Walter Koenig is being honored in some art that looks beautiful. Good find by
Oh my
Melissa there.
gosh. Yeah, so
And
good.
warp speed apparently exists now. We are now flying at warp speed, is what they'll be saying if it ever happens in the future.
Ah.
And so we have a lot more cool Star Trek and sciencey things to talk about with Melissa Longo and her blue shirt.
Hi.
Mm.
Yes, look. Resistance is not futile. But that's not
Yes.
why I did resistance, but because we all know Kira was in the Bajoran resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a tough poll. Who
Everybody
was the
thinks it.
better resistor? Kira or Seven of Nine? Well, maybe she wasn't. I don't know.
Hmm.
The Matt Boardman's here, luckily.
Hello. Inquiring minds want to know who was the better resistor.
We
Mm.
know it's not Matt because he's irresistible. All
Hey.
right. See, look at all these fun things we're already saying. It's only a few minutes in. Man, we should just quit while we're ahead. Jenny R. Johnson's here, everybody. We did it.
We did it already.
Yay! You did it already, but we didn't do Ryan T. Husk.
Hi, my name's Ryan T. Husk, everybody. This kind of looks like a Star Trek ship. Let me bend it.
Funny.
What's the ship that just has the one nacelle? Matt?
Oh, right.
Reliant, maybe? Oh, is he
No,
frozen?
Reliant has the
Oh.
two. It's
Yeah.
oh gosh. I forget what the ship name was because it's in Strange New Worlds that we see it.
Right.
We've seen it in Next Generation too.
Did we?
Yeah, we
I
did.
feel like we did, certainly in the
There
board
was a
battles
whole
or
list of
something.
bad ships.
Just
It's
one nacelle?
okay, so the Saladin is the one that's the most popular that we see. Single nacelle. We saw a single nacelle ship with the Kelvin in the 2009 movie.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Because
So
not in TNG, eh?
yeah, not in TNG,
I feel
but
like
It
we
was a
did in one of those battles.
Freedom
well,
class.
How does
yeah,
a one nacelle
Freedom
ship work?
class.
Didn't
yeah,
they
it
talk
probably
about
was
that in like
in.
lower decks too, where they're like, oh,
Yeah.
some people think that you can't do warp. Oh, sorry, Jen, you haven't seen all
Yeah,
the lower decks.
I haven't seen it all yet.
What?
I've
I
been
know.
busy.
I know. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
I like to give it my full attention,
Go
and if I
get
don't have
changed
my
out of
full
that Star
attention
Trek shirt.
available, it's all I have clean.
Just put a
I
flannel
need
under
to
that
do laundry
flannel.
too. I've been busy.
By the way, everybody, that is a shirt made of Jenny's beautiful artwork that is just incredible. She's an unbelievable paintress, and she painted that, made a print, and put it on a shirt. It's pretty awesome. You could get it
I
at
did.
jennyrjohnson.com, I bet, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yay.
Or is it jennyrjohnsonart.com?
No, just jennyrjohnson.com.
You'd think I'd
Nice.
know by
Nice
now.
one. I mean,
Uh,
Yeah.
you
anyway,
know.
It's
so
like having to say February when you're spelling February.
Exactly.
You don't
Every
actually
single
spell-
time.
Wednesday is the one we all say. Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yes.
Every time.
Every single person
Every
always says
time.
Wednesday when they spell out
Yes.
Wednesday.
That's amazing.
Wednesday.
Foreigners
I
must
know
think our
the
language is terrible.
They
February
do.
too.
Yeah. So everybody, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening, and give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate that. It's a hot day in LA, but it's not in
Yeah.
Canada. Hello to Arg
No.
Scott.
It was sunny today. It was sunny and like 6 degrees. It was amazing.
So what's
6
that, like 45?
degrees.
That's like 40 degrees for
Yeah.
us or something.
Yeah. I didn't have to wear a hat. It was awesome.
Yeah,
It
42.
was
Loved
like
it. Yeah.
88 here.
Yeah. We get like
Whoa.
acclimatized though. So a day like this time of year, we're all out in our t-shirts, you know?
Shorts weather. Sun's
Yeah.
out, buns
Oh
out.
no.
Yeah. So hello to Dave Gregory. Chris Garris out in Texas where it's like 300 degrees probably. Joshua Reed, Joel, what's up? Rookie of the year,
300.
Red Shirt Bob. Unfortunately, Red Shirt Bob, you can't be a 2-time Rookie of the Year.
I know.
VFX Art,
Mm.
hello to you.
Mm.
Arg Scott, Chuck A. Who else is it? Ben Genium, one of the coolest names ever. That should be up for coolest name in the chat pack.
Yeah.
Rashid Uzaman, Bob
Yay!
D. We see all of you and we appreciate. Oh man, I wonder if a lot of people are on the cruise, and so they
Yes.
don't
Yeah.
even.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
If there's anybody on the cruise right now that's in the live chat, let us know, please, because I don't know if the Wi-Fi can actually handle
No,
a
no.
YouTube
That's a
video
good question.
on the cruise.
But I was
Melanie
looking
Jean
at
Mayfield, hello.
I'm sorry, no. I was looking at Marina Kravchuk's pictures
Mhm.
today from Mexico, and they're so pretty. I want to go to
Mhm.
Mexico. I've never been to Mexico.
Me
And
neither.
You know
I've
who
never
lives in
been
Mexico?
to Canada either.
Carlos Valderrama. We were talking about him earlier. He's a
Nice.
soccer player. I believe he's
Nice.
retired by now, though.
Awesome.
He's got big hair. Also, hello to Faith Howell. You know who else is on the cruise? Mike Morrell. Shout out to Mike Morrell, who is celebrating his birthday today
Oh,
on the
lovely.
cruise.
Aw.
Shout out to him.
Oh,
I bet
that's
he
fun.
isn't receiving this shout out, though.
But when he gets back.
He's great at miniature golf. How do you know?
Hmm.
All righty.
Yeah. Although he calls it mini golf.
Yeah.
I call it putt-putt.
Oh, no.
Mini
Yes.
golf. Miniature.
Putt-putt.
I suppose both. I don't know.
Live chat, do you call it miniature golf, mini golf, putt-putt, or is there a fourth option?
Hmm.
Adventure golf wasn't that one option for a while?
Ooh.
Adventure golf sounds like something Jackass would do 20 years ago,
Hmm.
right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They were funny.
Putt-putt.
Anyway,
I went to do putt-putt with, sorry, I keep interrupting.
I love
Please.
it. I love it.
No, Aaron and I went and did putt-putt on Valentine's Day right after his
Oh.
kidney transplant. And I called it putt-putt as well. He's like, what's putt-putt? Why are you calling it putt-putt?
sounds like an
It's
old
like,
truck.
what it's called? It's putt-putt. He's like, it's miniature golf.
All right, live chat has spoken. Joel says mini golf. Dave Gregory says putt, putt, putt. Whoa. Edgy.
Whoa.
Edgy. Rashid says miniature golf.
Mini
Ben
golf.
Genium says mini golf.
I guess miniature.
Chris Garris says miniature golf. VFX says D, all of the above. Chuck A says mini golf. Joshua Reeve says putt putt or mini golf. Well, now we can pick two things. Whoa.
Yay.
Joshua Reeve says tap tap taparoo. I think we're going in a weird. world.
Tap, 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 tap.
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Tappy. Are you too good for your home?
The Laffy Taffy. Okay. So let's get into the. You guys are
Yum.
already. We haven't even got into anything, and you're already laughing.
We're having a very nice time.
I know it's a
You're
good
having
day.
a real nice
Mhm.
time.
It's a good day. All right, well, let's.
Oh, I don't like Ark Scott's answer. Lazy people's golf. Oh,
I don't know that it is because it's hard.
it is hard.
Putting's the hardest part of the game.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Although I
You
got a
could-
hole in one.
that's awesome.
Aaron still won, but I got a hole in one.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
you got one ever?
It was my first time ever getting a hole in one.
That's
But it
amazing.
was far, and it went right in the hole.
Incredible.
That should have been an
Boy.
automatic win.
Agreed. A hole in one should be an automatic win.
But then you're done. Then the game's over.
Yeah.
I know.
Whoa.
It was the last hole.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Won. You won.
Yeah.
You did a miracle. It's a miracle.
The rest of the game, he did much better than I did, though.
Mm.
Whoops.
You guys ever
Anyway,
use it like a pool stick? I would do that sometimes. That was fun.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
no.
Okay, yeah, it's
Land
fun.
your shot.
We'll have to
That
do
sounds
a
fun.
miniature. Oh, Vegas has miniature golf, doesn't it? But when I'm there, I don't feel like playing miniature golf.
I-
That's the
Well,
only
we
thing, then you have
should
to, like,
do it.
Have you been to Top Golf?
No.
That's freaking fun. So it's like you go and they have 2 levels and there's a whole it's a driving range
Two
essentially.
levels, cool.
Yeah, so they have upper and lower level and you sit and they keep score. There's like targets that you try to aim for and they freaking you can order food and stuff and eat and drink and you're swinging clubs at it. It's so much fun.
That feels a little
Ooh.
intense.
No way, it's totally chill.
Kind of
And the
fun.
food's good. Food is
I like
good.
food.
It's like
You what
food.
I don't like socializing with other people.
No, you have your
When
own
I'm
like
playing
space,
miniature-
don't you?
yeah,
Right.
you have your
You're
own.
Yeah.
with one other person or two other. I don't want it. I don't want people watching me or
No.
like
No, it's
ta-
very sectioned
talking to
off.
me.
Yeah.
or
Yes.
or existing when I'm there. I just you know what I mean? Like I just want to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
like I'm doing my thing with
Yeah.
my
Like
No,
when you
no.
go
stuff.
bowling.
You go in
and-
and there's like walls.
yeah,
you're-
Oh,
Yeah.
it's really
that would
cool.
be
Yeah.
fun.
But it's open in front of you. So you're like, boop.
So there's different challenges where you try to get it into. There's like various places along the driving range that you try to aim for, and you get
Hmm.
points based
What's
on
this place called?
Top Golf.
Top Golf MB.
Right, exactly. Chuck A just said Top Golf for Top Gun.
Yep, there it is.
Oop,
Mm.
there it is.
This thing? This thing looks like a resort or something. Are they trying to be a resort? There's Captain America and stuff.
Oh, that
Yeah.
looks
Dude, I'm
fun.
telling you, this. Yeah, it's this. It's
Yeah.
so much fun.
So,
Oh.
if you're really good at golf on the Wii, would you be really good at this?
Ooh.
Well, maybe.
Nice.
But see, the thing that's
Maybe.
cool about this is you don't have to be somebody who can like
Yeah.
smash the ball, 340, 400 yards or whatever, right? You can go
Okay.
in there with different clubs and try. There's different challenges. Like you can see behind her there that there's that little hole there, and if you try to
Yeah.
get and you
Yeah.
get points based on
Oh.
how close you get it to the pin there.
Gotcha.
That looks fun.
Yeah, it's a blast.
That's awesome. Actually, I just saw too that there's like a net in front of it because I was actually wondering like what do they do? How do
Oh,
they
who's
keep people
she?
from
She
like
sounds
jumping
nice.
off the front? Nice one. Nice
She
one.
needs to get out of the
And
way,
that
though.
Funicello.
She's a national treasure.
Who's
Okay.
nation?
May I please talk about Star Trek?
Let's do it.
May I please?
Star
May I
Trek.
have your attention, please?
Yes.
Will the real Star Trek please stand up? Hello to Joy in the live chat. What's up, Z Corp Alpha? That sounds like a fun
Ooh.
company or something.
D
Or
Corp
video
Alpha.
game. Yeah.
They're
All right.
very happy right now about us talking about Star Trek.
Oh, wait. It's the Hermes
Oh.
class that has single nacelle ship.
Oh. Is there more than one?
Yeah, I've seen them a
Class?
bunch of times.
Huh.
more
Oh,
than one
classes. I don't know.
class? Because
Yeah, the
Trek
Hermes is
culture said it
small.
was the freedom class.
In next gen, yes.
Oh.
Name some
Hmm.
fries after them. See, look at all these guys right here. Look how cool these are.
Weird.
Yeah.
They'd look even funnier if they were like upside down.
They're so funny. They're so funny little guys. Look at them go.
This one has two nacelles though, just in a different. Or no, maybe yeah, it looks like two
No, it's just one
nacelles.
because the top one's the deflector.
Oh, I thought the bottom one was the
Oh.
deflector dish.
Mm. Or maybe I'm wrong,
Oh.
but it looks like a deflector to
No, you're
me.
probably right. I don't know, but the blue, I don't know. I'm not good
It
at
needs to
ships.
have a deflector.
It does. And one of these is a deflector because they're different colors. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom, well, the top one is the deflector. Yeah, the bottom
Okay.
is
Yeah.
the nacelle.
Yeah.
Oh, so nacelles can be different colors too. Look at red,
Mm.
yellow, blue.
Hmm.
That one that you have your cursor over kind of looks like, um, the what are they called? The drives the memory sticks that
Oh, the
you stick
USB.
into
Yeah,
the USB
yeah.
drives. Sorry, my brain's
Yeah.
still on golf and food.
Do
There's
you
something.
know that the first flash drive, the first thumb drive
Flash
I
drive
had,
is,
Mhm.
yeah.
was an orange one, and I called it Nog.
Know this
I
Oh,
like
that's
that.
cute.
story. I
And
love
because
this
also
story.
since it's also pretty much the only name that can fit on a little flash drive. They put NOG on it. It was really fun.
Oh
That's
wait,
awesome.
I
Yeah,
think you showed it to me.
probably.
Wow.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I must still have it somewhere
That's cool.
yeah.
because I didn't get rid of it. Yeah.
That's really
Anyway,
cool.
These
Nog.
really cool.
Hmm.
That was like whatever it was, 15 years ago or something like that.
My God.
Anyway,
These little
Oh.
one nacelle guys make me think like they make me feel like they fly funny. Like they make me feel like, in
they
the
wobble, they
animated
Dancing.
or
the
they spin
animated Robin Hood movie where like the like with the
with the
snake.
fox.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
fox. Yeah,
With
and the
hiss,
snake. And when he
Sir
like does the
Hiss.
bubble thing, he does
Be
the bubble and then he
gone,
like
long
and then he
one.
makes himself fly and then his like tail's going. That's
Oh,
like
that would
I
be
haven't seen it that
funny.
recently.
anyway, that's sort of like what I picture in my head when these are flying. Like they're going like I don't know.
We can't hear that, but
Oh.
oh, we heard it for a second.
A little bit.
Anyway, if you've seen it, you know. Real
Yeah.
ones
What?
know.
Jay-Z is in the house? What?
Excuse me?
Oh, Jay-Z. Oh,
What?
actually, wait. Isn't that a bad thing right now? Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's not
bad.
the best.
At first, I
Wait,
was
what?
excited, but now I'm like, wait a second. You got some splaining to do.
Oh, really?
Yes, you got a lot of splaining to do.
Oh, I guess I missed this
God,
memo.
Melissa, I thought
Ooh.
I was off on current events, but you don't need. Wow,
Good for
No.
you.
that is, yeah, that's
Honestly.
impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool.
You're working.
Hey, Jay-Z.
Good, right? You're busy.
You know.
You got stuff going on.
Busy.
All right, well, let's talk about some Well, we talked about Star Trek plenty. We can move on. Okay, this is important. Oh, President's Day is when's President's Day?
Last week?
It was,
It's gone.
yeah, it's done and gone.
Well, because I'm going to this article over at cinemablend.com and it's advertising a President's Day sale. And I was like, oh,
Oh.
President's Day's coming up, but I feel like maybe it already. Okay.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's over,
Ooh,
all right.
White Lotus, that's cool. Okay, Star Trek's William Shatner reveals he's been approached to reprise Captain Kirk. And
Mhm.
I have a theory about how the character could return. By the way, this is Mick Jost. We love him. Great writer. He's been a
Yeah.
friend of the show.
is.
Good guy. Okay. So already I feel like it's some things have been made too much. It's been too much made of this because I'm seeing
Mhm.
articles flying left and right saying Shatner's
Yeah.
coming back to Star Trek.
Mhm.
what we're really hearing is Star Trek has asked him, or people have approached him. Has he said, Melissa, maybe you know better than I, has
Hmm.
he said that he's planning on coming back, or just that there have been conversations and people have asked him?
Well, yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that because Mick Jost does say this very exact thing in the article where
Ooh.
this has been, said ad nauseum. William Shatner has been approached, da, 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 da.
Hmm.
But I guess this is different because at Fan Expo, William Shatner actually said that he had been approached by an idea that he actually likes and that he's
Hmm.
actually considering doing. And he likes the writer. They didn't say who the writer is, but after the convention and after the cruise, because I think he's on the cruise as well, um, that he's going to sit down with the writer and actually talk about the pitch with him.
Crazy.
Okay. So, what are our options here? Strange New Worlds,
Hmm.
Hmm.
Starfleet Academy,
Hmm.
some movie.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
That's it.
that's
Did
pretty much
they?
it right now.
Unless,
Those are the
I
unless
options.
know.
somehow we get Prodigy season 3 and he shows up in some sort of
Yeah.
fashion.
Yeah.
Did it not say somewhere that it was regarding a project that's in development?
No?
Oh, I don't
In
remember
this
reading
article, let's
that part,
find out.
I don't know if it
but
was in that article. I feel like it might have been Trek Central. Is this Trek
mm,
Central?
no,
No.
this is
No, this
Cinema
is Cinema
Blend.
Blend.
Yeah,
This is juicy. We're gonna find out for you, everybody.
but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Ooh.
not, don't quote me. But
Well,
yeah,
you
that was sort
quoted
of the,
yourself. You went like
yeah,
this.
Hmm.
I did, didn't I?
Like Joey. I'm
Mm.
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Joey.
Yeah, so like
Um,
Joshua Reeve and somebody else. Where'd you go? Bob D. All both said that they saw that the same thing that it
First
was.
story, it was in development. So
Yeah.
Bob D thinks it's
okay.
Tani's show.
Mm.
Or it could be
Oh.
one of the many movies that they've been talking about.
For sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or there may be
Exactly.
something that we don't know about that's in development also.
So with
Right.
Starfleet Academy, it's the same, in my opinion, as Prodigy and Lower Decks in that there's no time limit on this.
Hmm.
Lower Decks and Prodigy can bring people back that are 80 years old to play their character that was 25
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're animated. You
Hmm.
can do the same kind of timeless thing with Starfleet Academy because they're all going to be
Right.
holograms.
Right.
They're all going to
Yep.
be holographic so and so
Hmm.
Yeah.
from 800 years ago. And so, for example, you could have William Shatner or you could have
Hmm.
Kira coming
Yeah.
back. And, it was 800 years ago, but this is now Kira, Commodore Kira, or
Hmm.
whatever you want to
Right.
call her. And so it's very easy to have Shatner back in
Hmm.
that.
Yeah. I think the thing that's the most interesting about this is the fact that he is intrigued by this idea. It isn't just that somebody's floating the
Right.
idea. The fact, like, so what about an appearance or what about bringing back Kirk would get Shatner excited?
Well,
You know what I mean?
there, I
Like
Hooking
think
up with
what?
an
there was
Orion
a
girl.
yeah, there was an actual quote from Shatner that
Mhm.
said that he was looking for something that centered around Kirk.
Mhm.
So he was the central theme of whatever the project
Right.
was that was being
Mm.
pitched. So,
Mhm.
and apparently he liked the idea enough that he wants to hear more. He's intrigued.
That's
He
cool.
says, the quote is, I've been asked to come back as Kirk so many times. If Kirk is going to come back, it
Mhm.
has to mean something. It
Mhm.
has to be the
Right.
show. But I was so impressed by this writer. So I said, let's talk about it after I'm done in Vancouver. So I'm awaiting a pitch to make it the show. It should come on Monday or Tuesday. Okay.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Here's another
So
option.
yesterday or today, then.
Hmm.
What about
Mhm.
the SETI Alpha whatever audio thing
Oh.
drama?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is that
But
even
I would think
workable?
that that's more centered on Khan. And
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're like, hey, if Shatner signs on, we'll rewrite.
Hmm.
Yeah.
something like that, yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
also feel like Shatner wants to like be there. You know what I mean?
I feel like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Like,
too.
Be
I
on
He
feel
doesn't
like
camera.
want
he
to just be a
wants to-
voice.
What are you
Right.
saying, Jenny, exactly about his personality?
The man loves
And-
to act. He loves his craft. And he wants to be able to embody it.
Hmm.
Voice
Well,
and body.
and
I think.
especially he's still capable, I would think. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh my
I watch the
gosh.
dude run from one side of the stage to the other at STLV every year, and I'm like,
Yes. Yeah.
I get winded watching him.
Mhm.
What are you doing while you're watching him?
Wow.
Well. Oh, Captain, my captain.
So, live chat's
Yeah.
going nuts. Chris Marshall says, I'll bet it's legacy. Interesting.
That could be
VFX.
interesting.
Because what if Legacy was like
An
anthology based?
anthology.
Mm.
Yeah. That would
Which
definitely
They've
oh, your
been talking
goosebumps.
about anthology stuff forever
I
with these guys.
know.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
not really.
definitely something that they're
Mhm.
passing around,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. An
like the
anthology
flu.
would be so cool.
it
That
really
would be a
would.
great show because
Yeah.
you could go anywhere and explore anyone's timeline.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Ah, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be so fun.
Hmm. Yeah. Like,
I mean, kind of like short treks.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But juicier.
But with the, the
Oh.
characters and places maybe that we know,
Right.
Yeah. Well, I think if anything,
Mhm.
unification that Otoy put out showed that there is still a lot of
It
interest
did.
for Shatner's Kirk, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Mhm.
really
It's a
hope
lot of people's first
Paramount
love.
like noted that because, they're talking about, the fan base is aging, blurpy blurp, but like
Blurpy blurp.
the views on that on that film are like well over 4 million now,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And if you
It's
read the
huge.
comments, it's just people like
Throwing
they
up.
love it. No,
Not
not
throwing
throwing up. The opposite of throwing up. Eating.
Ew.
But even
No.
though the fan base as we know it is aging,
Mhm.
I can't help but think to all of the conventions that we've been to and seeing kids being brought in and
Yep.
dressing up as
Mhm.
Guinan or any of the other legacy characters. So this has become a family tradition,
Yeah.
not just the old people are watching this. Everybody's watching it now from
Well,
old to young.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
And anytime I hear the fans are aging, we need to come up with new stuff, I just say BS to that
Mhm.
because
Mm.
I was a kid when I was introduced to Star Trek.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was the animated series was the first one that I saw.
That's
And
cool.
then I saw Next Generation. And then I saw the movies. I mean, I had a VHS copy of Star Trek 3, which I absolutely love because it was a Christmas present for my mom. And I watched the living crap out of the
Adorable.
thing. Yeah, and so it was never at any point was I like, oh man, these people are old. I don't want to, because I
Totally.
enjoyed the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So that's why
Mhm.
anytime I
Yeah.
hear somebody going, oh well, the fandom is aging out, we got to come up with new young blood to pull people in. I'm like,
Mhm.
no, you don't. The
You just
stories
need
are
good
good enough.
parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just be good parents and
Well,
introduce them to it.
Mhm.
well, and I think we need to take the stigma off of age because
Yeah.
watching
Ah, fuck old.
tele
No.
no,
Okay, I'm just kidding. Please
take the
continue.
stigma off of age.
Yeah.
There are some current shows with some older folks in it that are fantastic.
Like the
Absolutely.
Kaminsky Method. That was a very good show. The Kaminsky Method. Only 2
Yeah.
seasons though. Great
Mhm.
show.
But also Matlock. I mean,
Yes.
Kathy Bates
Yes.
Well,
but
and
it's
just
such a
recently on
great
Netflix, Man on
show.
the Inside
Mhm.
with Ted Danson playing.
Yes.
Man on the
Yes, it was
Inside?
Yep.
So
so
good.
good.
He's
Mhm.
So
so good
good.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
good.
I'm
Hey,
gonna watch
speaking
it
of so
again.
good, the captain's chair in the live chat says, Jenny, you have amazing Trek artwork on your site. I just bought the And the Sky's the Limit print. Love the poker table. Thanks everyone for mentioning the link.
No.
Woohoo!
Ooh.
Well done, captain's
Oh,
chair.
that's so nice. Thank you, Captain's Chair.
Hmm
Mm.
And hello to Herbert Turner. Cool. That's I don't remember seeing that name before. Nice to
No.
see you,
Mm,
Herbert.
Lovely.
All
Yeah.
right. So, what were we talking about? Sorry, I just fell apart thinking about Jenny's
The
awesome art.
elderly.
Yeah.
Oh, old people, they fall apart too. Yeah, but here's the thing, all fan bases age. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's just,
Right.
that's just
Yeah.
what they do. But the key is you just got to pass it down from generation to generation. And you're right,
Exactly.
Melissa. We see little 7-year-old girls dressed up as Guinan. We see people
Exactly.
bringing their dogs in Starfleet uniform, which is weird, but they're doing it.
No.
And so if they had kids, they would probably
Yes.
dress up
Yeah.
their kids.
Absolutely.
And then you see people, how many people say, "Oh, I grew up watching Star Trek with my dad since I was
Yep.
a
Exactly.
toddler." I mean,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
all say it. That's how it
Mhm.
happens.
Like
That's
it's
how we get it.
like I mean, I've been online asking people how you got into Star Trek for 5 years straight, and 90% of the answers are that it's my dad, my grandmother, like it's generational. Like even if TOS wasn't their original or what
Yeah.
or Next Generation wasn't like the show that was their show, that's the one they started watching because it was the one that their parents
It's the
or
Star
somebody in their
Trek
family was
way.
watching. Yeah.
Introduce the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And you know what's
So,
interesting
Yes.
too?
Mm.
yes.
I was going to say, well, sorry, real quick. The
No,
interesting thing
please.
too is as you watch these stories, they may have been written back in the 60s and in the 80s, but somehow it still applies to today. You're
Yep.
like, oh my gosh,
Code
that
of
is just
honor.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
With very few
Most of
exceptions.
them.
Yes.
Most of them. Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
right, most of them, but there definitely have been moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, we're still going through this, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they're even more apt. They're even
Oh,
more,
yeah.
relevant today than they
Mhm.
were 20 or
Yeah.
30 years
Yeah.
ago. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Our good
Um.
friend Rico E. Anderson sent me a text. He
Oh.
says, by the way, when I asked Rico who his favorite captain was, you know what he said without hesitation?
Ooh.
He said, bro, why you got to ask me that stupid shit? But then he said, got to go with Captain Kirk.
Nice.
So
Mm-hmm.
All
he
right.
says, okay, Shatner, here's a thought. They need to do a thing where he's a hologram on Starfleet Academy,
Mm-hmm.
and he somehow steals whatever passes for the Doctor's mobile emitter,
Mm-hmm.
escapes, and ends up caught up in some Klingon shit 900 years later, and the Starfleet peeps need to go get him or something to that matter. God, Rick, you really thought
I
that
love
that's
it.
like
He's
2/3 of a
so
script right there.
fun. But that's exactly what
Mhm.
Mick Jost was saying in the article, was that he could definitely show up in Starfleet Academy.
Mhm.
The EMH kind of opened that door for them,
Mhm.
and there's no limit to who they can bring back, like Ryan said.
Yeah. I mean, they also, they've got his bones and stuff in Daystrom.
Yeah.
They
And-
could full on clone him, you know? They're not gonna clone
Yeah.
him, but they
They
could.
might.
Yeah.
They
But
could.
you can imagine if they did.
Now, did
Yeah.
he say for sure that this is to return as James T. Kirk?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
He doesn't
Yeah.
seem like the kind of guy that would
is-
come back as anything else.
No,
Yeah.
I
Like he
agree.
would be like,
Again, The Craft. The Craft.
wasn't that a movie?
It was.
Yes, it
Yes.
was.
Like witches or
Unrelated, but
something?
yes,
It
yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Witches are fun.
Witches are fun.
Boring.
You're
They don't do
boring.
anything.
Really?
They don't do anything. What do they do that's so fun?
Awesome
Sounds-
stuff. Yeah,
They just sit there and go like, "Ah."
that's
The
what
only
they
ones
want
that
you
are
to think.
cool are the ones
The
from the Clash of the
eye!
Titans. Yeah, the eye. He's got the eye. Those they knew how to party. They were legit.
Did know how to party.
Mhm.
Love Cash
But
of
they
the
weren't good in the
Titans.
reboot or the remake.
Ew, that was terrible.
Yeah,
Which
I was
one?
so
Hocus Pocus
sad.
2?
No,
The
the
new-
Clash of the Titans
Oh,
remake.
Clash of the Titans.
That was such a good. Oh, that was.
Hmm.
Yes, the 1980 blah, 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 or
I think it's like
70?
19,
Late
yeah,
70s?
70 something.
Anyway,
Anyway.
it was
Yeah.
really good. Harry Hamlin was in it.
That's
And-
right. Good old Harry
It
Hamlin.
was so freaking good.
Mhm. Oh, Harry Hamlin.
Well, I like Joshua Lee's idea here. Kirk is going to be the emergency command hologram, training advisor
Oh,
for the
that's
Academy
smart.
Jet. There you go.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Or maybe he's part of the Kobayashi Maru somehow.
Ooh, I'd like that.
He'll show up just like Dennis Nedry in Jurassic Park. Somebody goes to reprogram and he'll go, I did it first.
Clash of the Titans was 1981. 1981 was the correct answer. That's funny.
I know, it's good.
All right, Lucia Raz out in Brazil. Hello. She says, Shatner cannot be someone else.
Yep.
Okay.
You're absolutely right, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Robert Kaiser says, the thin action adventure stories of all Trek of the last 15 years are okay, but have no substance. I don't care which characters. We finally need more depth. That was a more negative comment than I thought it was going to be, Robert Kaiser. I started.
Well, it was kind of
a.
It was kind of a follow-up to one of his other comments that I was going to read, where he said that he hopes that they bring back some kind of moral storytelling to Star Trek in the vein of Gene Roddenberry or DC Fontana or Michael Piller, the way that they wrote for characters and
Right.
stories and such.
Yeah.
Chuck
There's
A
a
says Shatner could show up on Star Trek and chill as Captain
I
Kirk.
mean,
Aw.
he's
That's
very
true.
welcome
Our
to join
budget
us.
has gone through the roof lately,
It's
so
definitely welcome
We're gonna have
join
to
us.
siphon off some of Walter's cookie fund.
yeah, you can afford Shatner for 2.5
I know.
seconds. Worth it.
2.5 cookies.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's the kind of guy that'd be like, "Are they oatmeal?
Yeah.
What? No, they're not oatmeal. Oh.
You know, an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie?
Oatmeal
buddy.
chocolate chip.
Chocolate
Okay,
chip cookie. Yeah.
Can't just
what is
have
that?
oatmeal.
What was the cookie that was really popular a long time ago that was really good? Anyway, the secret ingredient was that it was half flour and half ground up oatmeal.
Yeah, that's like my mom's cookies. Yeah.
Oats, right? So you get oats and you make like oat flour out of
Yeah.
it. And so then it's half
Yum.
regular flour, like what is that, wheat flour or whatever?
Yeah.
Half oat flour, and that's what makes it so delicious. So
Oh my
yes,
God.
that kind of oatmeal chocolate
I want
chip
cookies
cookie.
now.
I do
Always.
too.
I'm going home next week. I wonder if my mom will make me some cookies.
Jenny, you
Why
need to
wouldn't she?
send them to us.
I know. Why wouldn't she? I don't know. She's got a life.
Of course, moms will
I
make
don't
you
like to
cookies.
trouble her.
Moms like to do nice things for their kids. That's the rule.
Yeah, it's true.
right?
Yeah, they really do. She makes really good sandwiches too. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Ah.
Sandwiches are
Hey,
kind of
Bob
easy.
D.
Slices everything really thin. I like that.
Yum.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Bob D says, "Hey, oatmeal cookies just went up on Discord for date night for Katie. They looked really delicious when I was posting."
Is there a
the
wait? What?
thingy.
Is there a Discord, a date night, a Katie date night Discord? I don't get it.
For Star Trek and Chill?
Friday.
Oh,
Friday.
date
Date
night,
as in
'cause
the
she's
yeah,
eating
the
dates.
food.
Date
Mm.
night.
That's funny. I was like, that's a pretty fun idea that she's got there, where she's like, hey, I got a date night Discord. And then once a week, she's like, make your
That would
recipe
be
suggestions and
fun.
I'll eat
Mhm.
food, but without you, suckers. That's what she'll say. Oh, actually, if I remember correctly, Katie will not be at Star Trek and Chill this Friday. She was going to, but something came up, unfortunately,
Hmm.
skiing trip. So that's kind of fun.
Oh, that is
Ooh. Super
fun.
It's
fun.
actually a good thing they came up.
Yeah. That's
A
awesome.
radical skiing
Oh.
trip. So good for her.
Well,
We're
I
really
added
happy for
her
her.
to I added her to the email because she posted
Yes.
something really fun. It's at the very, very bottom. And it's not Star Trek, but we love Katie, so
It's
I
true.
figured
We do.
It's Star Trek family.
exactly.
Let's check that out, shall we? Here it comes.
Yeah.
She says, I'm honored. I'm a finalist in the Weathercast Award category from the Michigan Association of Broadcasters.
Oh, nice.
Wow,
Good
awesome.
job,
Congratulations.
Cool.
Katie.
Commercial Television Market 3 Weathercast finalist. WLNS TV, Katie Nicolau.
Yeah,
That's
That's
Lansing
awesome.
so
Jackson.
cool.
I love that Katie is on the station where I used to live.
Oh, really?
Really?
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I used to live in Lansing, Michigan.
Oh, no way.
Aw.
That's
So,
really cool. I mean, I don't know if
Yeah.
it's cool to live in Lansing, but
Yeah.
actually,
Well,
I'm sure it is cool.
I enjoyed growing up there.
Yeah.
We lived
Nice.
about 15 minutes north. So,
Nice.
but yeah, good
That's
memories.
That's
pretty cool.
lovely.
The only
Yeah.
Lansing I knew about growing up was when I had a really swollen finger. They had to, it
Had to
hurt.
get some Lansing there.
They sliced and diced it.
Yeah.
And the doctor was like, don't worry, most people when it comes to this, when I slice into it with an X-Acto knife, mostly people just feel relief. It doesn't hurt. It was not true though. It hurt. He cut my finger without anesthesia. It hurt.
It's like I had
Aw.
the BB taken out of my hand.
I'm really sorry.
Ouch.
Because one of my friends decided to shoot me in the hand with a BB gun.
Nice.
Yeesh. We should all just talk
Ow.
about those kinds of fun things.
It's like it's like Neelix and Chakotay. Oh yeah, you think that's bad?
When I was a kid, I stepped on
Aw.
a board that had a nail sticking out.
I did that too.
And then when I
Yeah.
stepped off of it, the board was still on my foot.
Uh-huh.
And then it poked through out the
Yeah.
top, and it was really weird.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like in
Yeah.
A Quiet Place when she steps down the stairs and goes. Just
I don't know what happened. I don't know The Quiet Place.
oh, you didn't see that? Oh, she steps
Sounds nice,
right on a
though.
nail. You just see it go
Mhm.
right up into her foot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not feel good. It does not feel
No,
good to do
I
that.
cannot. No,
No.
not good at
I
all.
can only imagine.
Mhm.
What funny
done
things
that.
did you do to yourself, Melissa? I walked on glass. I walked on burning coals. I
Yep.
used to always
Did
do
you?
stupid shit like that when I was a kid.
Did
What about you,
you?
Melissa? You seem
Yeah.
like you did dumb shit when you were a kid.
Well, I mean, I was a tomboy, so I was a tree climber and creek forager. I used to rescue crawdads from the
Aw.
creeks and bring
Rescue them
home.
from their home, from their natural habitat.
I know. It's horrible. I'm a monster because they would always die.
No,
It's like, why are they dying?
You loved them to
Why?
death, Melissa.
I did. But yeah, no, I've fallen down the stairs several times. Well,
Ooh.
more than one time.
Pretty fun,
And
though.
never broken anything. But it's because I'm a little bit bendy. So that's helpful. I've also but don't call me Grace because that's not one of the at one time when I was a teenager, I was walking along, talking, ran smack dab, walked smack dab into a handicap sign.
That's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
that's
in a way.
amazing.
I know. Yeah. So, But yeah, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's awesome.
Oh, I did try and donate blood, but they couldn't get any out because my
Oh,
veins are too small.
oh, you
So
got little baby veins. Oh,
yeah, so they were
oh,
wiggling
digging.
around in this side, and then they had
Mm-hmm.
to try this side, and
Mm-hmm.
they were like, "Why? Are you alive?" And I'm like, "I think I am," but there's this big, huge, muscly dude. He had massive veins, but he was like, "I can't look,
Yeah,
I
yeah. That's
Yeah,
how that
so
goes.
yeah, but
What are they going to do
nothing
if you
like
ever
you did.
like need to do that?
I don't know. They
They're gonna
advised me
try.
to drink a
They
lot of
usually, yeah,
water
yeah,
before
Mm.
going in because
yeah.
I don't drink
Juice.
enough.
If they were gonna, yeah, if they can't get in there, they'll go in either like through your leg artery or your carotid.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm lucky. I got to go to that in there, man. They find my
yeah, I got,
vein.
yeah,
I've
veiny.
I fill up that bag in like 5 seconds. I'm like a show off with that shit.
You're just like,
You are a show off.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
but we got to
man.
get serious about this,
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
But that made me a little squeamish thinking about a needle in your neck. That's not great.
Yeah.
Name of my next band.
I had to do that with my
Yeah,
cat because he has old man veins.
and he's a cat.
Aw.
Yeah. No, I need no, because they normally go through their leggy guys, but they
Like a
were like,
little,
no,
yeah.
no. They were like, no.
Mm.
They tried.
Hey, War Dog Heim, you showed up just in time. Hello to you in the live chat. What's up, Sentai Ranger Donnie in the live chat? Good to see you as well. Hopefully, not too many people left while we stopped talking about Star Trek and went on into Bane talk. You
Historical
probably,
injuries.
yeah,
Blood
you
oaths,
probably
says
think,
Chucky.
Historical injuries.
yeah, that's fun. We got a million injuries. We could talk about them
Mhm.
forever.
Ooh, Linda Andrade says they use a wide bore needle for blood donation. That actually makes sense. So it's a different, like, it's a pretty big,
Oh.
it's a
Made out of
pretty
pork.
big clunker, so it's gonna,
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah. Right above it, she
What was
says
that,
smaller
Matt?
needle.
Well,
Mhm.
okay. It just, oh man, I still have trauma about this. So when I had to have the BB taken out of my hand, the
You'll
so
shoot
when I
your
had to
eye
have this
out,
BB
kid.
taken out of my hand,
Oh
the
my
they had to when they went to go numb it. My dad is a nurse anesthetist, right? So
Mhm.
that's his
Ooh.
job, his profession is, you know, making sure people don't feel pain while they're when there's surgery,
Mhm.
right? Um, and so he's watching this guy do this, and I guess apparently the guy used too big a gauge of needle. And so as he was injecting this numbing agent into my hand, my dad had to hold me down because it felt like somebody was stabbing my hand and shooting electricity through it.
Our
And
hands
then
have a lot of
afterwards
nerves.
he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, well, he used too big of a needle." And I was like, "Then why didn't you say something? That's what you do." Just like, oh, so now I think about needles and I think about that. Just, I don't know, trying
Mhm.
to jam a telephone pole into my hand each time.
The telephone pole.
Anyway,
Well,
sorry.
that sounds terrible.
It was not fun. It was not fun.
Okay. Here's something that's not terrible though, everybody.
What?
Oh, look at this. Oh, you guys. You little rascals. It says this is from a website called facebook.com. It says Star
Oh.
Trek too. It says BFF SSFMSTPSTS, best friends for 7 seasons, 4 movies, and Star Trek Picard season 3, which is very cute and adorable and silly and fun.
Love
However,
it.
However,
our friend Dr. Anne Marie Siegel sent me this morning, and my first thought was, I'll just bet that Melissa's going to include that in our email, and you watch. But my first thought was, were they really best friends in season 1 of Next Generation?
Well,
hmm.
Data was distracted by Tasha Yar.
Mhm. Mhm.
Testing out how fully functional he was.
Mhm.
So,
Hmm.
I mean, I think it's very cute that Star
Yeah.
Trek did that, because that's, it's like they're getting a social media person that gets it, that
Right?
gets fandom. So I don't mean to
It's
rain on their
true.
parade,
Yeah.
but my first thought was I turn into one of those Star Trek fans where it's like you see a collage of all these great people and they go like, "Where's Troy?"
Yeah.
Or they go, "Where's Porthos?" And you're like, "Shut!" It's just you could say, "Where's a thousand people?" Just enjoy the people that are there. So anyway, I turned into one of those
Yeah.
guys for a second. But what do you guys think of Data and Geordi? Were they fake friends?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
are they fake friends?
Some say.
Some.
Some say Data was just using Geordi to get chicks.
Oh my God. Everyone's saying it. Everyone's saying it. I'm hearing it everywhere.
But we know that Geordi did not have success with women in TNG.
Yeah.
No
Another Coco
way.
no-no.
They did all kinds of
Coco,
awesome
no,
things
no.
together.
Who,
They
Data
solved
and
problems
Tasha? Yeah.
together. No, not
Oh,
Data and Tasha.
they did.
He's fully functional.
Yeah, I know.
How
Not
do you
personally.
Okay. So our friend Rico just texted me a follow-up text. He says, how to make, actually I better
I
not
love
read
how
that
Rico's
one.
backdoor commenting.
I'm not gonna
He's in the
I'm
chat
not
and
gonna
he's
read that
texting
one.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna read what he said there.
I like
Anyway.
Geordi and
Oh.
Data's friendship.
Yes.
I do. And I like that it
Agreed.
continued to, through the movies.
Mhm.
You really feel Data's loss through Geordi when in Nemesis.
Mhm.
And I thought that their reunion in season 3 of Picard was especially touching.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah, that
I
was
feel like they could have played on that more. Only just because I love Data and Geordi together.
yeah.
And it was very touching. And I love that when he's
Mhm.
going through his memories and all of that stuff. It's Geordi. um
Mhm.
yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Watching the laughter. Anyway,
I completely agree with you.
I
It
just
was
wanted more.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Like that's where if we'd had, even 15 episodes, there would have been just more
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
space for those. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you know it's the last season, why not add a couple more episodes?
Agreed. Agreed. Right,
10
Ryan?
isn't enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking this whole time. No, actually what I was thinking was
Mm-hmm.
if they were to divvy out the money and say we have X amount of dollars for 10 episodes, and I were somewhere in the vicinity of relevant to this conversation, I'd be like, why don't we just make it X amount of dollars and have 15 episodes, And they'd
Yes.
say, because we have to spend X amount per, we're like, do we?
Mm-hmm.
For a
Right.
show like Strange New Worlds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, I mean, for a show like Lower Decks,
Yeah.
there's not really a way that you can lower costs or raise costs except for like actors. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
for the most part, it's art department, it's storyboards, it's all
Yeah.
the, it's kind of,
Right.
it seems
Yeah.
to me, to my novice brain, like there's not a huge variance in price. And I'm sure the people that work there are saying this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but whatever. I'm used to that. So, but something like Strange New Worlds,
Mm-hmm.
we know that visual effects, we know
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
makeup, we know that actors, sets
Yeah.
is a big one. You could have an episode that just takes place in one set, like Shuttle
Yep.
Pod 1,
Absolutely.
or
Mhm.
things like that. And I think a lot of us would be happy saying, look, instead of 10 episodes that are $4 million each, why
Yeah.
don't you have 3 episodes that are $4 million each? Get those other 7, cut that cost in half and double them,
Yep.
and then you got 17 or something
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah. Do like the
Yeah.
last two episodes are the biggies, like
Right.
or whatever, but just
Good wrapper,
like
yeah.
there's so
Yeah.
nice. There's
Well,
so many fantastic episodes of Star Trek that just used existing sets. Like
yes. Yeah.
Well, if
bottle
the story
episodes.
is good, then
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
are not critiquing the way that something
No.
looked, right?
No.
I mean, within reason, right? We don't want
Mhm.
claymation,
We
something
Like
don't?
Jason and the Argonauts.
well, no, well, that's good. But I was saying, like,
Mhm.
something like an elementary kid has done. But, but, we keep hearing all this stuff that's like, oh, we're giving you a more cinematic feel to each
Yeah.
episode, and I'm like, bro, I could care less if I'm being honest.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Because
So
I
like
had to make sure I was saying that properly. I didn't say I couldn't care less.
You literally just said you get no, I'm just kidding.
Right, right. Because
Just
I mean, we talk about it a lot, but you know, I want, I would rather have more quantity
Mhm.
than super, super duper enhanced quality for
Mhm.
each episode because,
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
Because it's yeah.
you can only look at the set so many times, right?
Right.
Great,
Mhm.
it's shiny, whatever, it's new, but there's
Let me ask you
but
this then, Matt. What about quality in writing? What
Yes,
that
about
is
please.
there is, what about if adding extra episodes means there's a gamble in that rather than 10 well-written episodes out of 10, maybe you have 8 well-written ones out of 16. Would you be like, I'll take more Star Trek no matter how good or bad it is?
yeah.
Or would you rather have just 10 great episodes?
Well, I think that with the limited number of episodes, I think that there is some truncation in the stories that they want to tell. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we end up getting stories that don't fully flesh themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
And so with more episodes, maybe they can do more with it. Now, on the flip side of that, I don't want a paper thin story stretched out over 10,
No
15
way.
episodes, is which I
No.
sometimes I I'm sorry, but I feel like there's a certain show that we've had that I won't name, but I feel like they used to do that by taking a very thin story and stretching it out all season long. And so you had some very boring episodes that
Mm.
nothing went anywhere. So
They
I
never
I would
really asked
hope,
questions in those stories.
yeah, yeah, I would hope if you went into it knowing,
Mm.
we're going to have more time, that you would, as a writer, the challenge then would be, okay, what do we do with that more time?
Yeah.
Do we take these characters, do we develop them further? Do we take this concept here and we can focus on this for 2 episodes, but now we have all these other episodes to do stuff with whatever else that we had planned for the season.
Hmm.
So I'd
Hmm.
rather see
Mm-hmm.
more two-parter. I want to see more two-parters,
Hmm.
maybe even a three-parter versus
Prodigy hooked that
a
up.
yeah, than
Yeah.
a
Yes.
10-parter. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Prodigy season 2 to me is a prime example of a smart way to
Yeah.
string together a coherent story
Yeah.
over 20 plus episodes, right? Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yep.
that's a masterclass right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
And we got character development in those stories. We got relationships with the characters in
Hmm.
those stories. We got a story that was engaging and it brought me in. It made
Yeah.
me invested
Hmm.
into what was happening with these characters that I'm supposed to care about. I don't necessarily get that from these 10 episode
Mm.
seasons anymore.
Yeah,
Which is crazy because it's basically the same amount of time,
Right.
right.
but
Right.
somehow, yeah.
Yeah.
Dave Gregory in the live chat just said
Mm.
Riker nipple, and I'm like, what did I miss? We're clearly talking about Angel One here, I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
That's a different Riker maneuver.
Yeah, what did
I mean,
trying to
it's,
see what I
it
missed.
really, if you think about it, it's one thing to say like, well, would you rather have like 10 really, really well written episodes or more episodes? But we're not always even necessarily getting 10 like
Exactly.
perfect
Yeah, we're
episodes. Like
not
that's
getting
just not a
no.
thing,
Right.
right? So
Right.
like it's not, Star Trek isn't every episode isn't a 10, and it would be kind of, I don't know, like you want the episodes that you can just sort of like sink into and just be like,
Yeah.
wait, what are they
Don't.
gonna do? You know?
Well, for example,
Mm.
TNG has one of my favorite episodes in all of Star Trek, and that's Lower Decks.
Mm.
It's such a wonderful bottle episode,
Yep.
but you get something from every character in
Hmm.
that episode. And at the end, I'm in tears because I'm
Absolutely.
invested in
Hmm.
Cedo Jaxa. The same
Hmm.
with Duet that basically
Yeah.
takes place
Yeah.
in the brig
Yeah.
Yeah.
between Kira and
God, it's so
and
good.
it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't need all of these theatrics. I don't need a movie
Hmm.
every single time. I want to connect with these people. This is why I'm watching television, not
Yeah.
to watch another explosion or
Hmm.
another lens
Yeah.
flare.
Yeah.
Ooh, I've got magic helmets that appear out of nowhere.
Right.
Sorry.
What?
Well, Lisa, what do you have against lens flares?
Nothing. I love to see a beautifully constructed um piece of I don't know. I do love the scenery. I do love the sets of the new
For sure.
Star Trek, but this shouldn't detract from the story. It should
Mhm.
Yeah.
enhance it and help move it along, not be the entree. It
Mhm.
Right.
should be the
Shouldn't be the
dessert.
draw. Yeah,
Yeah.
the story should be what is satisfying you versus the environment that they're in.
Yeah.
Right?
Right,
Yeah. Because if
You
it's
know,
a good
speak
right.
story, it doesn't matter where they are. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
true. No, I just was gonna say something stupid as usual, but I was just thinking like if when you said entree, I was just thinking, you guys ever had like an actual 7 course meal? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
No, not that much. No.
It's I remember when I was 12 and I
Hmm.
went to France and then my family was cooking for me. I didn't know it was a 7 course meal. So I was full on like the third
Yeah.
course. I was like, man, that dinner was great. Oh boy, I would love to have more. And they're like, you're in luck. We're not even halfway through it. Like, what? And they're like,
Hmm.
here's the actual entree. And then here's the actual second entree. And I was like,
Yeah.
stop, no more. And then I
Wow.
think they have like then there was like anyway, then there's like the cheese round and the fruit round and the
Hmm.
dessert round. That's
Hmm.
hello to Carlos Baena in the live chat. He says
Wow.
Yay.
story is king always. This guy gets
Yes.
it.
Mm.
This
Yeah.
guy gets it.
Absolutely.
Hey, here's something else that's king.
Ooh.
It's on a website called
Carol?
twitter.com. Check it out.
Yeah.
Look at this gorgeous ship.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that's
yes.
Beautiful.
nice. That's
C'est
nice.
So
magnifique.
beautiful.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome. I love that.
I love that design.
Mhm.
Hmm.
There's a little
So
escape
Hmm.
beautiful.
pods.
Hmm.
Okay, what I didn't even look at what this was.
I don't know.
RJB Malachor. Hey, Canadian.
Oh,
Hey.
That's
Some
right.
Star Trek art for Trek Tuesday. Wait, that's us. Boldly going where no one has gone before. Enjoy. Sci-fi art, fan art. Cool. Good job,
Yeah.
RJB
Yeah.
Malachor.
Yeah.
It's so
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
You
Yes. Did you guys? Oh, who just froze? Somebody froze. Whoa, that was
yeah.
weird. Whoa, that was crazy.
Whoa.
Oh my God, you
I
guys.
want to go inside.
I know,
I
right?
want to see inside the Defiant.
Yeah.
It's such a cool addition to the show.
It was. It
Have you guys
really
ever
was.
seen this interior schematics of the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah.
It's really cool. And then you
Oh.
realize just how small the ship
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
way smaller than the Defiant even.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's a
we
tiny
have
little
seen that here.
ship. And
Have
it's so
you-
like it's so asymmetrical.
Yeah.
What the heck?
It's really
That's the
cool.
art of Star Wars, man.
Like, it's a
really
really
cool.
cool
Yeah,
ship.
it's really cool.
It's got all these like storage boxes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cargo
Yeah.
ship. Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very
It's
rigged in.
awesome that
Mhm.
Star Wars technology and ships and all of that stuff have its own personality.
It's
That's
true.
separate from Star Trek.
Mhm.
It's just,
Yeah.
no, space is fantastic in its infiniteness.
Yeah, exactly. Infinite possibilities.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. Mm.
Yeah. I'm looking at these
Yeah.
schematics now. It's a Corellian freighter,
you-
everybody
Yep.
knows.
Have you been to Disneyland and been into their
Yeah.
and like
Not
the
seen the
the
Star Wars thing yet.
oh my gosh. It is so cool. And when you get to go the ride that's on the
Intricate.
Falcon, I mean it's like you feel like you are there. And I
Mhm.
don't know how
What?
accurate to the size of the set it was, but it's
Mhm.
like I'm standing there and I'm just kind of like I'm just trying to take it all in because it's just so yeah, it's just very cool.
Mhm.
And the one where
Wow.
like there's like all those stormtroopers and like I don't remember
Rise
which
of
one
the
the
Resistance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was really cool. So much cooler than
Unbelievable
I
the
thought it was
amount of
gonna be.
space they took and the
Yeah.
intricacies they went into. I mean, it's just
Oh,
good job.
I need to go to Disneyland.
Someday. Yeah.
You do. You do. It's
Mhm.
local-ish.
I need to
I
go to
know.
Disney something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to
Yeah.
Disney movie. They're
BTC
around.
voucher.
That
They're
face
around.
was great.
Mm.
What are you drinking, Jenny?
Oh,
Mulled non-alcoholic cider.
Yum.
I just
nice.
have it in a rocks glass. Because my normal
Okay.
goblet is, I don't know, somewhere.
Okay, what's up next in the Star Trek news? There's a lot of good stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
what am I thinking? There's another item. Oh, darn. There's some bad news too. We should talk about the bad news. Right?
Yeah,
Okay, let's find
just a
that.
little bit.
Yeah, it's a bummer. We were talking about it right before we went live. So here it is. I thought it was Robert Orci, but you're telling me it's Robert Orci, right?
Yeah.
Robert Orci dies, Star Trek Transformers and Hawaii Five-O writer producer was 51 only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up with that? I've seen his name all over a bunch of these Star Trek things.
Mhm.
You know, oh wait, Deadline doesn't want me to read.
You have to
You have to-
close the box.
It looked like my contacts fell out. for a
There you
second.
go. Mhm.
Let's get to the Star Trek stuff.
It's at the top.
There it is.
Right.
He was a
there.
co-writer producer of the 2009 Star Trek movie reboot and its two sequels, as well as on the 2007 Transformers movie and the 2009 follow-up Transformers Revenge of the
Mhm.
Fallen. Quick question. Is the 2009 movie a reboot?
Depends on, I don't
It's
know.
a sequel into a prequel. It's not a reboot because
It goes into its own timeline.
because it has Leonard Nimoy playing Spock.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's not a reboot.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
No, you're right.
It's an alternate. Yeah, because it goes into a completely
It does
altered
have an
Yeah.
timeline.
it kind of
But that was
reboots
also,
the
I mean,
franchise in
Was this
their
written
way.
by a civilian? You know,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Deadline.
Like,
anyway,
they're like,
I didn't mean to take us off from the
we need to be
important news of the
specific.
day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Robert
Yeah.
Orci, that's really sad.
Mhm.
He was a
Yeah.
part of a lot of Star Trek projects. I saw his
Mhm.
name like everywhere constantly, especially 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Um,
wrote
Yeah.
on Alias and on Fringe. He worked with J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you mean
Mhm.
Fringe with the Diviner?
Yeah.
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 You
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
Denethor?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He wrote
Yeah.
The Island, which is not a great movie, but a fun movie.
Wait,
I
wait, wait,
like.
wait, wait. With Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, 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 no. The Island is the
I saw a movie called The
no,
Island
it's
with
like
Leonardo
Ewan
DiCaprio a long
McGregor.
time ago, and it was nuts, and it was
Oh yeah,
so
that
fun.
one's
Oh,
yeah,
maybe
that
it was called The
one's
Beach.
The Beach. That was The Beach, yeah. The Beach. The
That was
Island
also a
Mm.
is
cologne on Seinfeld, I
Ewan
think.
McGregor and Scarlett Johansson and they're clones. They find out that they're like clones being kept as like organ people for like rich people out in the real world, and they're kept in this place, and there's a lottery,
Cool.
and if they win the lottery they go to the island, but they're really just getting taken upstairs and getting their organs harvested. So it's really good. I
Wow.
mean it's really
That's
fun.
crazy.
Fun. Yeah, it's a great movie,
Interesting.
I think.
Yeah.
To be clear, I keep saying it's really good, but like I think it's good.
And
But
he
Yeah.
also wrote on Lost, you were saying, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. It would
Well,
make
that's a real
sense.
bummer. And
Yeah.
51, such a young
Mhm.
age. It's a real
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Hmm.
Complications with kidney disease.
Hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
that's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we celebrate his amazing work because he did a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of really incredible work.
He did. Looks like maybe he
Hmm.
did
Sad
Lost.
day.
He did
Yeah.
Xena,
Yeah.
or he was
Oh,
executive
Did
right.
he?
producer for.
And
Yeah, he was an executive
Hercules.
producer, co-executive producer for 6 episodes
It's
on that.
great.
Yeah.
Alias,
Hmm.
now Lock and Key, Cowboys and Aliens.
Lock and key.
You know,
Yeah.
I always had a theory about cowboys and aliens.
Hmm.
I remember long time ago, before it came out, they had a billboard, and I
Mm.
drove by and it said like cowboys and aliens. And my first thought was there's some guy that's walking into a pitching meeting. He said, and they say, all right, what do you got? He says, okay, it's called Cowboys and Aliens. And the people sitting there like,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Uh,
What's it about? And he goes, Cowboys and Aliens. And they're like, you son of a bitch, you got yourself a deal. Right?
Yeah.
That's how I think the meeting went. I think that's how the meeting was like
Mhm.
20 seconds. I never
Agreed.
saw the
Yeah.
movie, so I don't know if it was any good, but it just seemed that
It's
sometimes
fun.
you just
You
need
can
a
do.
name and you're like,
Yeah.
yes,
John Eves worked on
yes.
that.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's fun.
That's
Who?
cool.
John
John
Eves.
Eves.
We love John
Mhm.
Eves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One Trek fan says, well, way to spoil the fun. Typical Canadian, Jenny R. Johnson. That's what she said. She didn't say the Canadian part because she's Canadian.
I guess I did kind of spoiler that. Sorry. Sorry.
Rico E. Anderson says, it's a sequel going into an alternate universe with Prime Spock as the connection. It's not a reboot. See? I mean, I don't,
Facts.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like rebooting a franchise in a way, like
Yeah.
in our real
Sure.
world, but in their universe,
Yeah.
we wouldn't be considering it a reboot because they're not starting over per se. They're just going into an alternate universe, and
Right.
it starts off in the Prime universe. So that's, I
Yeah.
mean, it
Yeah.
starts off in what we know. So how,
Mhm.
True.
anyway.
Yeah.
What we know.
But it's always called a reboot. It's always strange. But I've noticed they use that term too much. Sometimes we have sequels
Yeah,
that they
they
just
do.
call
Yeah.
reboots. I'm like, it's not a reboot. It's
Yeah.
the same characters, the same actors playing
Yeah.
them.
It's like how people
Right.
use people say Easter eggs now when they're talking about foreshadowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're like, "Whoa, did you see that
Terminology
crazy Easter
matters.
egg?" And it's like that's actually not an Easter egg. That is just foreshadowing.
Mhm.
That
It's
is
like
just
when Full House came out with Fuller House and people called it a reboot. I'm like, it's literally not a reboot. It's
Exactly,
like all the same
exactly,
people.
Right.
I
exactly,
see
yes.
the people that I remember seeing when I was a
Right.
Yeah.
child.
Yeah. Yep.
They're the same.
Yeah.
Anyway. And then Danny Tanner would sit on the bed and go, Steph, and then the music would start.
Ooh, that was a
it's
good one.
okay to be,
Aw.
Poor Danny Tanner. We miss him.
Yeah.
His stand-up was hardcore. His stand-up was,
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It always
He
shocked me
was
because you would see him on
nice.
Full House, and he
yeah,
was always such
that's,
a
yeah.
like, he was like America's dad in a way. And then you'd listen to it stand up, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, that's what was so great about. We'll talk about our favorite Danny Tanner jokes off the air.
Yeah.
Okay, what's next? So
What is
that's really sad
next?
news about Roberto Orci. That's a real bummer, and I'm sure more of that will be coming out in the
Yeah.
coming days, but this was just announced.
Yeah.
Speaking of just announced, here's something that we should talk about as well, is a convention that's coming up. There's a convention coming up in like 3 weeks or 3.5
convention?
weeks, right, Melissa Longo?
What?
Yes. It's so exciting.
It is Creation Entertainment's A Salute to the Women of Sci-Fi. And I love this design. I love these colors here.
Yeah, me too.
March
Love that.
22nd and 23rd in Burbank, California. I think that was like the home of the Tonight Show and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
It still is.
Yep.
And Conan, I recorded with Conan there. Okay,
Oh,
check this out. Look at this great guest list.
it's so awesome.
Denise Richards, Mary McDonald of Battlestar Galactica, Trisha Helfer, also of Battlestar, Adrian Palicki of The Orville, Katie Lotz, Denise Crosby, Gates McFadden.
Oh my God, Gates' new picture is amazing. Oh,
I know. It's a great new picture.
gorgeous.
Michelle Hurd, speaking of which, Nana Visitor. Look at this.
Woohoo.
Tawny
Yay.
Newsom.
Oh my God, this lineup.
Woohoo.
Terry Farrell.
Wow.
Chase
gosh.
Masterson. Bonnie Gordon. Adrian Wilkinson of Xena, Warrior Princess.
Amazing.
Nicole DeBoer as Redax, of course.
Yay.
Oh my
Melanie
God.
Scrofano of Strange New Worlds and Winona Earp.
Wow.
Mhm.
Rekha Sharma of Discovery and
Woohoo.
Battlestar Galactica.
What?
Lolita, our good buddy Lolita.
Woohoo.
And this goes on.
Yay,
It's still
Lolita.
going.
Jeez.
Renee
Wow.
O'Connor of Xena, Claudia Christian of Babylon 5.
Woohoo.
Oh, and then we got a bunch of these.
Oh,
Don
cool.
Henninger, Star
Oh my
Wars
gosh,
puppeteer.
Joanna Cassidy. I'm sorry, but I've loved
Zora
her
of-
since Blade Runner.
That's amazing.
She also plays to Paul's mom.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that's right. Yeah.
And she also plays like that one
Oh.
girl's mom in 6 Feet Under.
Wow.
So she's been
Wow.
around. Yeah, she's really good.
That's awesome.
Gigi Edgley of Farscape.
Mhm.
Eliza Taylor she's the lead in the 100.
Yes.
I mean, it goes on
Oh my
forever.
God.
Where
So
are the
good.
dudes in this
Oh,
show?
wow. That's a lot of
Dudes. No, it's not a dude show.
Oh, you're right. It's not a dude ranch.
Get over yourselves.
power.
And then Misty Rosas and Tamara Carlson Woodard.
That's
So
That
the
is
three of them,
so
Cool.
cool.
Hueel, right? That's the guy's like, I have spoken. That guy. She plays all these
Yes.
these characters that we know
Oh,
from
cool.
The Mandalorian and
That's
stuff.
so cool.
Tamara and Dawn here, they make puppets. They make Star Wars creatures. So like
That is so
maybe you
That's
heard of
amazing.
somebody called
Awesome.
Grogu, Baby Yoda.
yeah.
That's their guy. That's them doing that
Yeah.
That's
stuff.
so cool.
That is
That's
so awesome.
Amazing.
Wow.
Puppetry is so fun. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It is an art.
Here's
So fun. Yeah.
Here's more on that. I just know because from, look at all this stuff. So Misty's played, look at all these recognizable characters. You remember
cool.
these guys?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
They're so cute.
Look at all these guys. You remember that was
Oh,
like that was like
man.
the IG thing.
Yeah. Oh, so awesome. What?
That is so awesome.
Oh, Droopy
What?
McCool guy.
Oh my
Or not
God.
Droopy McCool.
Way.
He's so cute.
Oh, and I forget his name there, the elephant looking guy.
I know I
in
keep wanting to call him
Skeleton
Droopy
Crew
McCool, but that was his buddy. I forgot
Right.
what this guy's name is.
Oh God, what's his name?
Ah,
What's his
It's from,
name? Get on it, Boardman. Get on it. Find him.
Max Rebo.
Yes!
Max Rebo. Good
Yes.
job. All right. Anyway, so that is Burbank, March 22nd and
Wow.
23rd. Now, here's the kicker. Go over there to have a great time. Go over there to meet some awesome friends. Go there to support women in sci-fi so that maybe more conventions like that will happen. But especially go there because Creation Entertainment is donating all of the proceeds to charities to benefit those that were negatively affected by the LA fires. So it's all for charity. It's all for fun. It's all for the love of sci-fi, and it promotes good things. So just go do that. Otherwise, I guess, I mean, I don't want to say it, but you're like a bad person, you know? I mean,
No, but it's such a
right?
wonderful idea. And I just love it. And so
Yeah.
many of those women I have looked up to
Yeah. Terry Farrell's
over
tall.
She
she
is.
is tall, 6 feet. But you know, these have been very influential people for me personally, growing up and even
Yeah.
after being an adult, kind of still growing up. You know,
Exactly.
it's such a great thing that they're
Oh.
doing.
I love that. If I only didn't live on the other side of the continent.
Now, Jenny,
Yes.
let me tell you a little history lesson. Back in 1906,
There's an
Orville and
earthquake.
Wilbur Wright, they were
No, wait. No,
inventors.
that was 1900, wasn't it? Go
I
on.
don't know. No, there was an earthquake in 1906. San Francisco was an 8.0.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go.
Very good knowledge.
Thank you.
But also in that year in Ohio, airplanes were invented.
Yes.
I'm going to leave that there. So anyway, everybody check that out. And
The first manned flight in the British Empire happened on the lake in front of Badak, which is where I grew up in Cape Breton Island. Flown by J.R. McCurdy, invented by Alexander Graham Bell. It was called the Silver Dart.
That's so cool.
those were a lot of words I didn't recognize.
It was 1912. We were a
But I
little
will
behind,
say
but still.
that this convention, the admission is only 20 clams, you guys.
Oh, that's crazy. What?
It's amazing.
If you have 20 clams, go to this Women of Sci-Fi convention. It's going to be totally worth it.
That's amazing.
Now, if you want to go 2 days, then it's 40. But hey, only if we're picking nits. Anyway, great deal. Great stuff. Melissa Longo is going to be there, probably. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. I'm going to probably go. Matt's probably going to go. Seems like a good time.
Yes? Yes.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
It will
Okay.
be a good
Much.
day to convention.
Anyway, look, we are just about out of time. So let's talk about the week ahead. Before that, let's talk about what happened yesterday. You see, what happened was that on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of Silicon Avatar. Okay. So if you'd like to watch that review, the entire thing is up and available and juicy, and you are going to love it. Do you see that? Yep. So then this Friday, coming up in just a few days, come right back here to the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel.
Joshua Reeve said, "Poor Carmen."
Yeah.
Matt and I don't get it.
Carmen had a bad day.
She did have a bad day, and the silicone avatar or the silicone
okay, very good.
entity
Oh, right.
Good knowledge.
Yes,
Good knowledge.
yes.
Very good.
was Riker's
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that was not a way to end a date.
No. None. They didn't even get to have the date.
sausage blocker.
Yeah. She was really like forward too, and he was like, "Yeah, I like where this is going."
Let's
Anyway,
yeah.
she was good to go.
So much
All
for
right.
dessert.
So this Friday on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel. Just come right back here, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Atlantic for like 40 people in this world. I don't know how many people there are. Did you just go like this?
Yeah.
Like the Seinfeld thing? That's funny.
It's friends.
Whatever.
Best friends.
The Seinfeld copy.
Yeah.
Okay. The point is that come right back here on Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time, live for Star Trek and Chill. We hang out, we talk about Star Trek. Katie is going to be ditching out on date night, but she'll have date night next week, and it'll be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll have some dates on Friday, or we should say maybe we should just all eat dates on the following Friday. I don't know, but it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll do something instead of Katie. Maybe Melissa will try something she's never tried. What have you never tried?
Oh,
Whiskey?
I know I tried whiskey in the green room and it's gross.
It's delicious. What about scotch?
No,
It's a little different. Oh, how about
I
cognac? Oh,
I've never
Mm.
tried
or
cognac.
port
I don't
wine.
think.
Mm.
Haven't tried that either.
Okay,
Mhm.
well, we know what to do then. So everybody, let us know in the live chat what you think Melissa Longo should try for the first time. Take a guess what she's never tried and put it in there. We will see if it works.
There's
Then
this fruit that I found that I never tried before and never heard of
durian.
before. No, it's like it's looks like a cucumber on the outside and it looks like caviar on the inside and it's from Australia. And I
Ooh.
can't remember what it's called. It's something
That's not a
lime.
cucumber. This is a
Something lemon
cucumber.
or something.
Oh,
I
I
got
know what
that.
you're talking about. I can't think of what the name is, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Is it a
I've
like
seen
finger
it's
them.
lime?
Hmm?
Finger lime?
Finger lime. Yes.
really
It's about the size of a finger, I guess. is what-
weird.
Yeah. Finger
Um,
lime.
cool.
But I
Then
don't know
on
where we would get it.
Sunday,
Sorry.
I mean, if you do know where to get it, then definitely get that. That'd be awesome. Then on Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we've got our first segment review of A Matter of Time, the Next Generation episode, A
Cool.
Matter of Time. 3 T's in that title,
A
if you can believe that.
matter of time.
He's like,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what?
Matt Frewer's in it.
You know what
Yes, yes.
oh, that's another Matt, you're right.
Yeah.
At Max Headroom.
Yeah.
You know what
I know what you're-
social media should do? The first social media that does this will get my vote.
Hmm.
You know when you do like at somebody, right? If you do an at and then another at, if they have an at that shows up, they get my money.
Ooh.
A Star
Yep.
Wars at. That'd be
Mhm.
fun
Yes.
if they do two
Nice.
at symbols.
Yes. Do it.
Anyway, that's it. So everybody, that's our week ahead. I guess we could talk about next Monday too. Next Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we will release our full review on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel of the Next Generation episode Disaster with everybody's favorite and the 2025 Lappy Awards. Melissa knows. Lifetime Achievement Award, Dan Curry. Dan Curry will be our guest for that thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. That's next
Ooh,
Monday.
is he going to show how he made the quantum filaments?
Mm.
I don't remember. I think so, probably.
I like those guys.
He's got a lot of he's extremely creative.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's so creative.
So,
And
Jenny, can you tell
humble.
people where they can find you and your wares online, please?
Indeed, I can. Well, folks, you can find me through my website, jennyrjohnson.com, where you can sign up for my newsletter. You can, I don't know, read my bio if you want to. I have one of those. You can also get to all my social media or to my shop where you can buy prints, of my work. And if you wanted to go to my social media, you can also check it out. I'm everywhere, not everywhere. I'm a lot of places, also Blue Sky. Anyway, but it's at Jenny R. Johnson Art, consistently everywhere. Almost everywhere.
All the time, all at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like when people say, I always usually, when they say their thing, and you're like, well, which one is it?
Yeah.
What about you, the Matt?
Well, I am starting to put some of my stuff up on YouTube. Very
Cool.
slowly, like
Nice.
some of my animations. You can check me out there. I've got a
Ooh.
whole whopping 11 followers. It's amazing.
Hot.
Oh,
You
we
can.
need to go
I know. I
find
gotta go
that.
find it.
Yeah, what's
What,
the
I know. I gotta
what's
do
your
YouTube
my
channel?
YouTube?
That's a good question. It's like Matt Boardman
It's like
7654321. I don't know.
Stay tuned. Next week, he'll let us know.
Right, exactly. I should find that out. Anyway, I'm also, you can find me on ArtStation for some cool Star Trek artwork, and then you can sometimes find me lurking on Facebook. Although lately I've had to turn Facebook off and just watch some Star Trek.
Yep.
Melissa Longo, what about you? You've turned off coincidentally Star Trek recently. Where can people find you and your goodies online?
Have wait, what?
You're saying you needed a break from Star Trek because we were watching so
Oh,
much of it. But maybe that's over now. Maybe you're turning it back
oh,
on.
that was way over the next morning. Can't choke on my own
Go
spit.
die. Go die.
I know. You can find me on social media at Melissa Longo and on at walkingartmadebymelissa.com. Walkingartmadebymelissa.com. Go check out my new stuff. There are some new things happening there. And a new blog. Sign up for my newsletter because they're actually happening now. And on YouTube, just Melissa Longo or Three Fat Lobsters. And Three Fat Lobsters. And yeah.
What the hell?
That's all I forgot for now.
People in the live chat, I don't know if you heard that, but I was trying to click a button and I accidentally clicked the recording pause button. So they giggled very hard at that. We only lost 5 seconds. It's okay. But it was the best part of the show. I know. I'm
I
sorry.
know. The lobster part.
Everybody, you can find my goodies at Ryan TG Husk online. That's at Ryan TG Husk or at Virtual Trek Con, at The Seventh Rule, at Falling Tower, or at. But especially
Nice.
At.
this on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube. Everybody knows it's on YouTube. That's the rule. You see, Melissa, an at is a Star Wars thing, though. It's like those walkers.
I was laughing at Rico.
That happens a lot.
He says me and Jenny are cut off. No.
Oh my god.
You should see her on Friday.
This is just
That's gonna be
pure
nuts.
unbridled joy, folks.
Oh, that reminds me.
So
Did people
happy to
say
be
what
here.
Melissa's got
I
to
know we
try in
do.
the live chat before? Melanie Jean Mayfield says bacon wrapped dates.
Ain't
But
gonna
the
happen.
macadamia
Yeah, I was gonna
nuts.
say
Katie should try that.
vegetarians do not particularly favor bacon.
Morningstar
Or-
bacon. It's pretty good.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna
They
say.
do have that sweet earth bacon.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
Hmm.
Melanie Thompson says dried apricots to go with the dates. You've had dried apricots before, right?
I have had dried apricots before.
Or even
Mhm.
apricots. I can't
All right,
help
that's it.
it. I can't help
Everybody's
it.
letting you off the hook,
Yeah.
Melissa. You're gonna have to just go to Beverages and More and buy some beverages and more, and we'll eat
Bevmo.
them. Yeah.
Bevmo. Is
all
there
right,
a
that's
type
it.
of cheese maybe I haven't had? Gesundheit.
Ooh, bless
Gesundheit.
you. Salud.
Yeah, that's a great idea. What kind of cheese have you not tried?
This is
Because
a
I'm
very
still-
good
Brie.
question.
I'm
I'm
still
about
thinking
to-
about cheese.
I'm literally about to put in this order when I'm done here. All these.
Mm. Yep.
Carlsberg cheese.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Almond cake.
Look how we're back
Oh,
on the
man.
cheese.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Look at this.
Candied pear slices sounds
yeah.
really good.
This is one I've never even heard of
I've
Taleggio
not
DOP
tried that
cheese.
either.
That
But it
looks
just looks
very good.
it could be disgusting. You know
It
what I mean? Like
looks
it's all
like-
clumpy and stuff, but it
It
looks
looks
almost
creamy but nutty, maybe. It's got some kind of like, yeah.
You know, look for that
Interesting.
one because I've
Yeah.
not tried that before.
Taleggio.
Taleggio.
10 clams, not too
Taleggio.
bad. Sun-dried tomato stuffed Greek olives,
Like Taleggio.
fig specialty crackers, rosemary.
Have you edited the shopping cart, or are you showing us what's
Oh,
still
yeah.
in the shopping cart?
Yeah, no, I've trimmed it down quite a bit.
Ooh, olives. Ooh, olives. Ooh,
Greek
date spread.
Dates.
That's a fun
Uh-huh.
Friday
Classic
night.
Greek.
Yeah.
French raclette.
Oh, I don't
Although I
know
will
that I've
say-
had that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I like
didn't
that.
like it as much as I expected I would.
Hmm.
But I don't remember. It was a few years ago.
There's a new blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I've
French
definitely had
camembert.
that.
Oh my god. Oh,
That's so
just
good.
destroyed
Oh, that's
this.
so freaking so good.
Look at
Mm.
that.
So
Wow.
freaking good.
Yeah.
Get in my belly.
Yeah,
Mhm,
French
mhm,
brie, port wine, dirty cheese. Holy
For those of you
criminy.
just joining us, we close every show with a review of Ryan's cheese list.
Exactly.
Sorry, I
This
just
is Star Trek and cheese.
look at this. Even the artisan crisps with citrus ginger.
Yeah, those look really
Time.
good.
This
Yeah.
is a matter of time.
Mhm.
Anyway, all right.
All of those
I'll
look
try to
really
narrow it down a little bit more
delicious.
before I hit send.
Nice.
I'll try.
Nice. If you want to duplicate your order and send me a copy of it, that would be sweet.
Do they ship to Canada?
I mean, sure, why not? Mhm.
I don't know, but a lot of
Wait.
places don't. A lot of places are like no international nothings, you know?
Mhm.
They're like rude about it. I'm like, but Canada's barely international. It's practically like the
but with-
northern US. You
It
know?
is definitely not the northern US.
Practically, isn't it? Weren't they saying there was going to be the 51st
America
state?
Junior?
I recommend you.
That would be the
Wow.
biggest state in the history of the world.
I
It's the
know.
second biggest country in the world.
We are very upset about that. We
Why?
are.
It can't be a real thing, can it? It'll never happen, right? This isn't like a real thing.
Theoretically, if someone, who was like,
You'd
was talking about it. I know. I'm trying to restrain myself here.
I know. I can't believe how mad you got about that. That's awesome. Anyway,
Bob Jesus,
back
unsubscribe.
to cheese.
Yeah.
Shut
What
it
good cheeses are
down.
grown in Canada? Anyway, we gotta go. Thank you, everybody. Bob D
Oh,
says unsubscribe.
Melanie Thompson's. I think you're talking about the Dutchman's cheese guy. I think in the Valley. There's a guy in here in Nova Scotia that makes cheese. I will try. Yeah,
Ooh,
I think it's the Dutchman.
yum.
Yeah, they
I'll
make
send you
a
some
blue
cheeses.
That's yeah,
Ew. I'll send
dragon's
you some
breath blue.
cheeses from this thing, and you send me the Flying Dutchman cheese from Nova Scotia. That's a good
Mhm.
deal.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Mm,
All right,
I'm
everybody.
so hungry now.
I know. Cheese is crazy. Thanks, everybody. Thank you to
cheese.
Melanie, Joshua, Robert, Herbert, other Melanie, Arg, Walter, Lucia, Benjenium, not Bob D, who unsubscribed. He doesn't like you. Jokes. No. Rico agrees with me. He says it won't happen, Jenny. It's not something to worry about or be upset about. It's not
You
gonna...
you can talk to Trudeau about it.
He doesn't return my calls. He
Mhm.
just every time I text him,
Aw.
he just sends me back memes. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with a meme, bro?
I know.
That.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks everybody very much. We'll see you next time. And when you want to talk about Trudeau, I guess put it on the main viewer.
Through that.
Do that.
Okay, so